Welcome back. We've got Mr. Igwe Achese back on the line this morning. He's the president of NUPENG. Morning, we can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Mr. Chamberlain, like I said earlier, the issue was far beyond what was expressed at the minister's interview. What we discussed with Mr. President is full assurance that Scarcity will be off the road as soon as possible, and we're able to outline some of the synergies we can create with Minister of Petroleum for State, and to see how those issues are also quickly addressed. And that is what we resolved. We did not see that Scarcity is going to be on till the end of May by virtue of the passion of Mr. President and the commitment shown in that meeting. So I think that was a different interpretation to what was mentioned in the meeting we had with Mr. President.
You know, from now till May is about 2 months. So what are those indices that were granted us having an 8 weeks window before this abates?
Hello?
We're looking at the time given to Nigerians by the NNPC. I hope you can hear me, Mr. Achese.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good, better now. We're looking at the time. He did say till May, and if you look at it now, it's more or less almost 10 or 9 weeks from today. Why do you think he gave that reason?
Well, to be honest, the issue of giving up to May is not part of our discussions anyway. But what we said clearly was how we can completely work together, how the union and the ministry can come together to see how we clear the road of scarcities of petroleum products, including the filling stations and the various institutions that are involved as stakeholders. Now, we're quite worried on the issues of crude oil allocation to the refineries. And there was this passion that was also shown by Mr. President that crude oils are going to be available to the refineries to kick off productions and to make sure our pipelines are fully secured. That was a strong commitment that was made by Mr. President. With the passion the President spoke in that meeting, we were very much committed. I believe that he's very much committed to an institution he built, and throw into what it is at NNPC from the NOC of when it was on the NOC. Now, looking at the current situations of West Scarcity, we have said clearly that all stakeholders must come together, and NUPENG must also be committed in making sure that product distributions are not being hindered. We are very much committed in making sure that despite the challenges of the road networks across the country, that we're very much ready to haulage petroleum product across the entire country as soon as possible when these products are made available for us to move.
Yeah,
Mr. Minister of State for Petroleum showed that commitment as well, and we will partner with the union and to see how we will get these issues resolved. And we're very much committed and sure. We believe that once we kickstart all those issues that we discussed on ground, definitely Scarcity will be off the streets.
How long are we looking at? How long is this going to take before the scarcity is off?
I strongly believe that the end of April, by this April, Scarcity will be off the streets. By this April, by the grace of God. The most important thing is the political will from the sector to see how we can get this thing off the roads.
Yeah, but you talk about political will, but many will say, look, nobody gets into office to face this challenge and not be able to sort it out. Labour must be doing something to cause this, as many would imagine. Isn't that the case? Mr. Achese, ever since Labour went on strike, that's where, at least only recently, the matter got worse. So the impression many will have is Labour must be doing something to see that, or at least contributing something to this challenge that we've got on our hands.
Okay, but generally, before we went on strike, the issues of scarcity have been on. The issue of queues were already been established of streets and at the street station before we went on the strike actions. I mean, I'm talking about NNPC going on strike action, not NUPENG as a whole. But again, you will understand why that strike, was carried out by the workers of the oil and gas sector, which is NNPC. Again, we were able to make Mr. President understand some of the issues that led to that action. That we have also, the committee was also being set up to look into those issues, dot the I's and cross the T's and get the system moving. But like I said clearly, the issue of scarcity of petroleum products is a different issue. We have also advised that government must pay subsidies to government. The idea of engaging business institutions that have already built their investment on ground, that are also ready to kickstart their business environment to see how they can also import petroleum products, should be allowed to import petroleum products as expected. One of the key issues we talked about is structural regulations as well. And then looking at the sectors, how we can deregulate the sectors and allow those people to bring in their product and put in the necessary policies that can govern the prices of petroleum products as expected. Now, we also looked at the issues of the functions of DPRO in terms of controlling the prices of petroleum products across the entire countries, that our products are also being dispensed or sold out from the various depots by virtue of NNPC giving the necessary powers within the confines of the constitutions to monitor these issues.
All right.
Now, if you go ahead with these different ways of handling this downstream sector, by virtue of what I've discussed and agreed, I'm strongly convinced with the passion, I keep saying this, with the passion Mr. President spoke over this issue, we move ahead definitely by April, that we're going into, before the end of April, Scarcity will be off the road.
All right, thank you very much, Igwe Achese, President of the bank. We'll be back in a minute. Don't go away.